Hello, I'm Tauni. Welcome to Yoga 413. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. We're going to be doing a Vinyasa flow practice that's going to emphasize the core. And remember, core is not all abs, everything from shoulders to hips. We're going to get it all in. And I hope you enjoy this class. And if you do, kindly hit that like button and consider sharing it with a friend. Let's go ahead and step onto our mat and get started. So we're going to begin our class in a child's pose. So coming down onto your mat, taking the knees wide, feet are touching, and just come down and relax. Taking your head to the top of your hands or onto the mat. Just begin to lengthen your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Breathing deeply all the way from the belly. So I shared with you the intention for the class is core focused, but if you have a personal intention that you need for your time on the mat, please just bring that to your front of your mind. You can always just take a moment to refocus throughout the class on your intention, your why. Remaining in our child's pose, let's just start to extend the arms forward. Begin to spread the fingers wide, pressing into the mat, drawing a nice stretch into the back and into the arms. Then begin to walk your hands over to the right and really gently shift your hips to the left. Walking those hands back through center, we're going to go to the other side, just gently stretching through that side body. Walking the hands back to the center, take one more deep breath here, in and out. Beginning to come up into a tabletop position on all fours, drawing those knees right underneath the hips. Let's flow through a few rounds of cow and cat pose. So as you inhale, open the chest, begin to lift your tailbone up, engage the muscles in the back. And then exhale, round the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest, tucking that tailbone. Again, inhale, open, cow pose. Exhale, round for cat. Arms are strong and straight. Continue flowing at the pace of your breath. You're welcome to close your eyes here as you flow, drawing all your awareness to your body. Let's do one more round. And then find a neutral spine. Continue to lengthen through the crown of your head. Let's extend that right arm forward and then extend the left leg back for bird dog pose or just spinal balance. Let's bring it down and switch sides, extending the left arm, right leg. Press through the heel of that lifted foot, toes are down. Let's begin to flow, so release out of the pose, then again matching breath and movement. As you inhale, you lengthen, belly lifts, exhale, come down. Switching sides, keeping that back as straight as we can, just moving with your breath. Good. We're going to finish this off just equal on each side. And now we're going to step the feet back and lift your hips up for our first down dog. And let's begin to just pedal out your feet. Alternate bending your knees. Just awakening all down the back side of your body. And then hold downward facing dog. So those head is in line with the arms, biceps by the ears. Hands shoulder distance apart, feet hip distance. Feel the energy going up through the hands to the hips and then down the back of the legs, gently relaxing your heels towards the mat. Let's look forward and step to the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, flatten the back. Pull those shoulders back. Exhale to fold. Our first fold. If those hamstrings are tight, feel free to gently bend those knees. We're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, pulling those belly muscles in. Coming into mountain pose. Kneecaps lifting, legs engaged. Let's reach our arms up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flatten that back, gazing forward, and then fold. Let's step the feet back to plank pose. Your shoulders are over your wrist. Drop the knees to the mat. We're going to hold here in our supported plank. So just a nice neutral spine. If at any time throughout this class you start to feel the back sag in any way, just be sure you lift that belly up slightly, and you can always take the knees to the mat just like we are in this supported option. Start to bend your elbows lower down to the mat. Lift the chest up for a cobra pose. Elbows are bent and those shoulders are dropping away from your ears. Let's release, tuck the toes, press back to downward facing dog. Begin to look forward and step to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine, half lift. Exhale to fold. This time come up with a flat back, so press through those legs, bringing the hands to the heart center. Let's flow through our sun salutation. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine for Ardha Uttasana, or just your half lift, and fold forward. Stepping back to plank pose. Remember the knees can come down. Shift forward, lower halfway down for Chaturanga. Flip the feet over, straighten those arms for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Once again, begin to look forward and step to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Engage those core muscles to come up, hands to heart center. Building heat one more time through. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge forward from the hips. Lengthen the spine, gaze forward, and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Shift forward, Chaturanga. Remember, elbows are in. Straighten the arms, flip the feet over for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take about 3 deep breaths here. So we're going to try to keep our hips square, and I want you to lift that right leg up for one leg dog. So you press through the heel, toes point down towards the mat. Good. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to come forward to high plank. Bring the knee to the chest. Inhale, right back to one leg dog, hips square. Exhale, bring it forward, high plank. Push that mat away from you. Last time, lift up. Exhale, hold right here in high plank. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Lift away from that mat, step that foot forward between the hands, coming up into crescent lunge. Let's begin to lean forward into a diagonal position, sweeping your arms to your sides. I want you to just feel that energy moving all the way from the crown of the head down to the heel. You're in a diagonal position. Now, without moving that body, I just want you to reach the arms only and bring them forward. See if you can lift those arms, biceps right by the ears. Stay strong through that whole core center. Then start to lift up. We're going to go into a crescent here, keeping those arms right by the biceps. I want you to see if you can take your gaze upward into a gentle back bend. Good. Sweep back forward to that diagonal. We're going to start to shift our weight forward, lifting into warrior 3. And again, we're dropping the outer part of that hip, that left hip. Toes point down, lengthen through that heel. And then as you inhale, we're going to stand up, bring the feet to the mat, sit back into a chair pose. One more breath. Good. On that next inhale, stand it up. Give me a small arch back. Just open up your chest and then hinge forward and fold. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. You're doing a beautiful job. Just take a few breaths here, refocus. Focus on your intention. Focus on your breath. Begin to lift the left leg up for one leg dog. Hips are square, toes point down. Exhale, come forward to that high plank. Draw the knee to the chest. Shoulders slide over your wrist. Lift right back up for one leg dog. Exhale, high plank. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, high plank, hold here, lift, press away. Create some space, foot forward, warrior lunge. Good, take a moment here, just find your pose. So now we start to lean forward, take our arms to our sides, hold in this diagonal position. Again, that energy is just from the crown all the way to the heel. So body doesn't move, just the arms, reach them up over your head. See if you can bring the biceps right by the ears, palms facing each other. Slow, controlled movement. Start to lift up, maybe arch back. Open up that chest. Coming back to that diagonal, sweeping those arms by the side. Start to shift your weight. Balance, warrior 3. Outer hip on that right side drops, toes point down. Hinge forward, try to make that capital T shape with the body. Slowly begin to stand up. Right foot finds the mat, sit back into chair pose. One more breath here. Sink into those legs. Let's lift it up, arch back. Just give me a small back bend, open, and then hinge forward from your hips and fold. Lengthen that spine and fold. Stepping back, you have your half series flow, or you could always just go to down dog. Again, take a moment here. Refocus, breathe. You could always take a child's pose if you need to. Lifting that right leg up and back. Hips are square. Toes point down. Small change this time as you come forward to high plank. Can you take that right knee anywhere near the left elbow or the left tricep? Lift right back for one leg dog. Cross underneath, knee to opposite elbow. Last time, lift to that opposite elbow, then swing it to the center, step that foot forward. Come up this time for warrior two. Take a moment here to find your pose. Shoulders over hips, front knee over ankle. Now we're going to straighten that forward leg. We're going to move into a triangle pose. You're going to lean forward and then just wherever that hand falls. The most important is your alignment over that front leg. Nothing magical about touching the floor here. Keep that alignment. Now working those obliques. I want you to inhale, lift up, keep those arms extended. Exhale, hinge forward and down, triangle. Good. Lift up, stay strong. You're doing a great job. And down. Come up. You're doing a great job. Let's do one more time, just for fun. And come up, rebend that knee. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take that right palm up, reach back for reverse warrior. Stretch it all out, lightly touching that back leg, if at all. Then rising up, circling those hands to the mat, stepping back to down dog, or take a half series vinyasa flow. Again, honoring your intention for the class. Hold down dog. Let's try that on the other side. So hips are square. Really want to engage the glute. So lift. Then as you exhale, knee to chest, and it crosses over to that right elbow or tricep. Inhale, lift up. We're going slow and controlled here. Exhale, twist underneath. Last time, lift up. Twist underneath. Then bring it back to the center. Step that foot forward. Warrior two. Extend those arms, find your pose. Moving into triangle, so straightening that forward leg. Careful not to hyperextend, just a micro bend in that knee. Lean forward. Find your triangle pose. Trying to stack right hip on top of left. Now we're going to start those lifts. So lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up, squeeze. Exhale, come down. Your pace, just a couple more here. Good, this will be your last one. Triangle pose. Lifting up, rebending that knee, finding warrior two. Then left palm up, reverse your warrior, stretch it out. Coming up, circling those arms to the mat, stepping back to plank and flowing or going to your down dog. So from our down dog, we're going to bring our forearms to the mat and move into dolphin pose. So just like down dog, except we're on our forearms. Continue to gaze through the feet or through the knees, pressing that chest back. Now we're going to walk the feet back, coming into forearm plank, and your eyes are going to come more forward, like through the thumb, to the thumbs, your gaze. Hold here. Now we're going to walk it back, lifting those hips up, pulling the belly muscles in. Dolphin pose. Walk back. to forearm plank. Continue walking. Once you find your pose, hold, walk back. You're doing amazing. Give me 2 more here. Walk and walk. Last time. Hold the forearm plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees. Sit back for a child's pose. Just rest your arms at your sides. We're going to come up, come back to our mat, onto our bellies this time. We're going to practice locust pose. Great exercise to strengthen the back side of the body. Sweeping the arms to our sides. Lift the chest, lift the back of the legs. Try to keep those legs straight. Hold the pose. Careful here not to hold your breath. You have any more space? Can you lift anywhere more high? Chest a little bit further away from the floor. Back of the legs lifting up. 1 more breath. And rest. We're going to take our hands right by the chest. Press up to supported plank for me. So press up, knees are down. So from here, you're going to step your feet back, and we're going to come into a full plank position. From here, we're going to step our feet together. We're going to be sure our right hand is right underneath the shoulder, and we're going to pivot. We're going to balance on the outer edge of that back foot and come into side plank. So, supported options. You could always drop that bottom knee down. You could also separate the feet for more stability, taking that right leg in front. 1 more breath. And then come down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, pivot to the left side. Right arm comes up and hold. Remember, those modifications are really, especially if your hips start to drop and you start to lose that alignment, always just take that supported option. You're still getting stronger. Let's come back down and lower all the way to the mat. See if you can do it in one straight body line. We're going to go back to locust pose. We're going to add a little bit of movement. So you can always repeat what we just did, which was go to locust and hold. Or this version, we're going to lengthen our levers. So we're going to extend the arms into a V shape. Inhale, lift up. Palms are down. As you exhale, I want you to see if you can lift and draw your elbows like they're trying to touch at the center of your back. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhale, lift. So we're trying not to release all the way down. Just the arms move. Breathe. Let's do about 2 more here, depending on your pace. Nice, strong backside. Good. This one, hold, 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 hold. Draw those elbows in. And release. Take a child's pose. Stretch it out. Let's come up and have a seat on our mat. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. All right. So now we're going to focus a little bit more on the front of the body. I want you to find your sits bones. Lean it back. We're moving into boat pose or balasana. Shoulders down the back. You can start to lift the feet. Extend the arms. Now remember, if you need support, toes can always come down. You could hang on, right? Just go back to that intention. Hold here. Now as you inhale, I want you to lengthen and go to low boat. So take your low back to the mat, legs extend. Breathe. Belly's pressing down into the spine. Now squeeze and lift up. Good. So now we're going to move with the breath. Inhale and lengthen, exhale and lift. So when you're ready, inhale, lengthen, exhale, lift. Your pace. Just continue to move, continue to breathe. Strong ab muscles here. Let's do 2 more. Hold, hold, hold. Take the feet down, hands down, right under the shoulders. Your fingers are forward. Press it all up, open it up into that inclined tabletop. Let's bring it down. One more set here. This time we're going to add rotation. I want you to find your boat pose, find your balance. Now we're just going to start to rotate. We're going to take the right arm behind us, looking over the shoulder, bring it back, and then the left, and back. So you're working with your range of motion, trying to keep that back as straight as you can. Just lead with your eyes. Good, belly's in. You're almost there, guys. You're almost there. Stick with me. Good, and release all the way down to your back. Cut the knees to your chest. Side to side movement here. Little massage there for your back. Now we're going to come into a bridge. Feet find the mat. Toes forward. Press the hips up. Into bridge. Walk those shoulder blades together and down your back. And release. Let's start to stretch it out. Let's just lengthen the body. Take a nice long stretch. So I want you to arms overhead, point those toes, reach through the fingertips, lengthen it on out. Let's draw the right knee into the chest and gently pull it down to the outside slightly. So but to the chest, or maybe just towards the pit of your right arm, pulling it down. And now let's go into our hip stretch. So we're just going to pull that left knee in, place that right ankle above that left knee. Releasing the stretch, taking that same right leg, but take it straight up this time. Wherever you can reach is fine. Just keep that leg nice and straight. Walk the hands up, lifting the shoulders up off the mat. Extend the left leg and hold. Careful not to hold the breath. Now we're going to lower, but we're going to extend that leg. Keep it extended and gently coming into a nice stretch here for the hamstring, all down the back of the leg. Now extend that right leg out to the mat and maybe notice the difference between the right and left side. Pull the left knee into the chest. Nice pull here. Bringing the right knee in, left ankle above right knee. Flex that left foot. Let's take a stretch. Releasing the stretch, extending the left leg up wherever you can grab to begin. And now we walk the hands higher, lifting the shoulders, extending the right leg to hover the mat. Squeeze those belly muscles. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Gently release, but keep that left leg up. Take it into a nice hamstring stretch. Never force, just feel. Extending the leg out to the mat. Now we're going to bend both knees. Take the feet to the edges of your mat. Interlace the hands behind the head. Gently lift the shoulders up off the mat and come down. So nice slow crunches. Again, you're welcome to just close your eyes. Move with the breath. Little cap off for this class right here. Good. Lift the shoulders up this time. Don't hold your breath. Hold, hold, hold. Can you extend your arms over your head? Keep that low back pressing into the mat. And release. Just rest your head on your hands. Shoulders are going to stay down, and just throw some gentle twisting both knees to the right and left. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Little massage here. You can do some circles for that back. We're going to spend just a few moments in Shavasana. So let's extend the legs out. Palms are up at your sides. Close those eyes. Practice just keeping the mind free of thought. The body still, and just staying right here in this present moment. If you need more time here, just hit that pause button. You can come up whenever you're ready. If you're with me, just start to wiggle the the fingers, the toes, and the wrist and arms. Just bringing some movement back into the body before you roll to your right side with knees bent into a fetal position. Pausing, checking in with your body, telling yourself good job for the time on your mat. You did amazing. Help yourself up to have a seat. One more little stretch here. Reach those arms up. Take that right arm down. Just a little bit of movement here in the end. Reaching it up. Switch sides. Bringing both arms back up. Then hands to heart center. And from my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class. Have a blessed day. Hopefully you'll join me again soon.